Okay, yo, what's good, everyone? Let me see what you guys have been saying. Midweek already, week's going quick. How's the audio sounding? Is it good? Or do we have to move on to a different mic this time? Let me know. It's a pleasure. It's good. Alright, sounds good. So today, looks interesting on NQ. Really, I just want to see downside today, so I want to sell this market. We could look for these lows. If I give yesterday's a rundown, super slow market, right? I was looking for downside, trading into these lows. Took forever to get into here. You see, we just chopped around and then finally moved. Horrible market indices have been lately. But today, I want to see a run lower. I took longs today in London session. Those of you that do trade how I teach or my model, you know, we trade from 112 to 212. Once we shifted delivery above these three candles, my kind of interest was here, closing above this gap. And then once we closed above, this was good enough for me to buy. It's my stop and just targeting the higher the range. How are you? I'm good, bro. How are you? What market is this? I'm watching NQ right now. I'm watching NQ for downside. I might low-key just try a short and hold it off at the open, going into the open. Something like this. This gives me a 1 to 4 low-key because these lows just look too good not to be taken. I have the M5 gap here as well. I might actually take this. Ah, Gideon, you're here. On time too. I thought you left me alone again. But yeah, this is something that I'm interested in NQ. These lows, I might actually run in on a short. I'm thinking about it. I want to see what this M15 gap does, but like no bodies are closing within this gap, so should be a nicer move. I'm just waiting for my range to develop as well. Usually I just want to see a spike above it to sell down. Why the short? Because I like these lows to get taken. The failure swings, they're holding liquidity, so I like downside a bit more. You think the market will go up? These lows just look too good to me to be left though. The only way I would buy this market though, if it was trading down here, we took out this low, then I would look for the upside. As long as we haven't done that yet, I just want to see this low. I don't know why, but my Dow Jones data is delayed. So we're going to have to watch US 30. So we'll have to see. Either we, at the open, this market pushes up higher again, takes out this high, and then drops off. I wouldn't mind that. But main things I would concern myself with is the downside. Welcome, Pips Maker. That's a cool name. Yo. Oh, let's view gold. I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned gold to me today. Kind of crazy. But yeah, did we stream on Monday? Yeah, we did. I told you guys gold should get to 4K. And we got the 4K target on gold. Or was it Friday? I think it was a Friday stream, right? From there, straight away, we got the run to the upside. Today, again, I think gold's got enough to run above this high. What pair am I looking at? Right now, I'm looking at gold. But I'm mainly just on NQ. I'm watching NQ for downside today. Looking for these lows. Bro, my name is cool too, right? Yeah, bro. That's the hard name. If you check the history of the last week, it's not back after the biggest downtrend. Yeah, but to be honest, all I can do is just trust my model. If it gives a short, then I take the short, you know? Gold, I mean, gold's too bullish. Gold's been way too bullish. I'm still pretty bearish on DXY. Like, I think this market has a lot more running lower to do, but it might retrace higher before it does that. Forex has been a mess. If you guys are not already trading futures, I would definitely recommend trading futures now, or the US indexes, especially just US 30, to be honest. You could watch that market. It's a lot better than looking at any Forex pair, in my opinion. Like the US indexes, you can just watch German 40 as well. Gold will probably that's crazy. Gold's trading at 4,500 though. Like even 4,000 is kind of a crazy number for gold. I didn't expect it to be this high up. I expected like 3,500 start the year. It just way blew past that, which is crazy. It just shows investors are not looking into the US dollar. Everyone's drawn their attention to gold. No retracements, good entry. Yeah, I know. That's the only issue on that market. But when it's pumping, I mean, if you got a good entry, then you should kind of hold on to gold, in my opinion. Why not? FOMC minutes. I think all news is tentative, so there's no real data being released. So most of these markets are confused in moving anyway. But recently, the DXY has been. I think DXY is pretty much just been consolidating. I don't think it wants to do much, but I would only be looking for downside on this market. I think it has a bit more lower to go. Dude, do you want to see my position on silver? If you go into my Discord from, I don't even know. This is where I bought silver. It was like July time. I was up crazy. I was up like 40K all the way up here. Like if I held silver, this would have been like a 200K trade, which would have been my biggest trade ever. So I bought silver around here. This market pushed. I took a bit of profit. I took like 5K, retraced all the way down, literally took my break even, and then just rallied to like all new highs. If you guys go into my Discord, I call this whole move higher, but it happens, you know. Can't win them all. But silver's been a great market. I did have that position in it. You want to see it trade higher? Fair enough. I don't really look at previous data. I just look at my model. So whatever my model tells me, I'll trade that. So if it gives me a selling opportunity, trading above the range high, I'll take the short. I don't really mind. I just go based off my model. I don't mind taking a loss or whatever. So that's really all I care about. ES looks pretty strong though. ES should trade into 6,700. It was the weakest one yesterday. Actually, one of the cleanest ones from this whole US indexes, if I had to say. We'll definitely see what we do at the open. This M15 gap really is gonna tell me most of what it wants to do. If this market's bearish, ideally, even if we push higher, like trade above this high, nobody should close within here, then push to the downside. My strategy, yeah, I got you. So all I focus on is like time-based ranges. So this is one of my ranges from 112. This one right here ends at 212. So basically, all I'm looking for is one side of the range to be taken. So today I took the longs to the upside. into this high. So it shifts delivery, closing above this, back into this gap, and buying just this target, this high. And that's all I'm looking for in regards to my ranges and time within the market. Like today, all I'm looking for is a push lower to take out the high and then drop off. No, this is TradingView, but they have Tradeovate, which is Project X, which is the same as TradingView, just a bit. You can customize it with a few more things. Still a nice platform though. All right, let's see if NQ can. What's my plan on the weekend? I don't really know. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do today. Never mind the weekend. Why? What's your plans for the weekend? I don't even remember what I'm gonna do. Does the color of the candles improve your psychology? I think they might. I don't know. A lot of people say candles do, but to me it makes no difference. I like black and white though. It's kind of nice color scheme that they have. When you mention your model's bias, do you mean the sweep of the ATM candle? Yeah, I just confirm an entry from delivery shifting, you could say. Right now I have no entry to get in. I want to see what this market does, pushing higher, taking out some of these highs. Right now I have nothing to do. Is it only trading you do? No, not really. I have a few more things that I invest into, like property and stuff. If you do make money from trading, I would definitely recommend investing into other ventures, not having all of your money in trading and being like, I'm going to become a day trader for the rest of my life, you know? How much imp candlestick patterns in your trading? I don't even know what that is, bro. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know what an imp candle is. All right, let's see if I think a yes should take this high out. I think Q's still pushing. I think he has enough room to get above this high. Check GBP JPY. Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to look at the forex market? But this market just looked pretty horrible. If you were trading this from like August until October, you would have just been chopped up the whole time until this is probably a Bank of Japan intervention here, because there's no way this market just randomly pushed like that. I would leave GBP USD or JPY alone. We closed above this gap. This could be enough for it to push back above these highs. A lot of instruments, yeah, I don't trade all these instruments. I just look at them just for analysis sake. My only one that I rarely trade is NQ. Sometimes I'll trade US30. That's rarely ever. So, I mean, ES doesn't look too bad. Sometimes ES is going to deliver a bit better. Do I trade options? I don't like day trade options, but I will have like monthlies and weeklies expirations. That's really what I like about the options. Can I answer your question? Yeah, let me know what your question is. I didn't see it. Let me know. I started looking at forex less since you mentioned it. My win rate's gone up. That's good. Just don't look at the forex market. It's the worst thing you can do. Mainly because it's unregulated, you know? Like there's no real regulated brokers and stuff that you can use. Trading with an FVG and an order block will give me a win rate. I don't know. Win rate's very subjective, you know? Like if someone else has a, I don't know, 80% win rate with one strategy, you're not going to be able to replicate the same results as them. Mainly because of everyone's human and they can't really do the same thing over and over again. Every single time it will be a bit different. What mindset shift helped you to be consistent? Definitely just trading less. I don't trade every single day. Like I don't need to trade every single day. I just trade whenever things align and I'm like, this looks like a worthy trade for me. If not, then I'll just leave it alone. Like this week, I've only taken one trade and it was this long to the upside. And I made like 4.5k just on one trade, you know? You don't remember what you'll do. I don't have any plans for the weekend, bro. Like, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Yo, how you doing, bro? I've got a 45% win rate, but end of the week, man, I mean, yeah, win rate doesn't really matter too much as long as your risk to reward is pretty solid. I've been trading for 6 years now. It used to be 5. Now I have to switch on over to 6. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, there are some with, yeah, exactly. Like, you don't need a high win rate to make money. I'm trading 1 year and lost so much in crypto. Yeah, don't trade crypto. I mean, don't day trade crypto. The only thing that you should be day trading is the US indexes. That's probably the only thing, if I'm going to be real. What is the turning point in your journey? Uh, Honestly, just learning to accept losses. Like a lot of people are trading every single day, you know, like trading every single session. And when they take one loss because they want to be so perfect, it's just that just spirals against them every single time. So I'll definitely say accept the loss that you do take and don't try and win, have a win back on the market every single time. Am I the first one to indulge in trading? I think so. Think so. For how long were you a losing trader? I think every single trader is a losing trader. Some just get better at losing than others, you know? That's the approach I would have to thinking about it. Like no one else that trades these markets is different to you that much. Maybe capital will play a key part, but other things kind of very similar. All right, let's see if ES can get this high or Dow. Yeah, sure. I was looking at NQ, this gap. I want to see what it does within here. So this body closed above. So this high should get taken at the open. And I want to see a drop off, to be honest. I want to see these lows go. That's my only, I can only sell this market today due to my model. Any tips on letting trades run so you hit a 2R? I don't let, I mean, no one, I've never heard anyone complain about making money, right? So, like, even if the market runs without you, around without you, you know, like you made money. So, I would always look at it at the different side of coin. Like, oh, I missed out on all of this, but I did make all of this. So, I just have a fixed TP, like a hard TP. I don't partial or anything like that. I only day trade intraday. If I swing trade, then I'm looking at options. Can I check? Oh yeah, let me check your pre-market analysis. Honestly, yeah, bro, that's what I'm kind of looking at today. See if it gets the high and then run to the low. That's all I want. What did you do with your first payout? I bought more challenges. That's all I did. I just reinvested what I made. Like trading, you gotta, if you do make money, reinvest it into what helped you make the money. Dynamics a lot better, in my opinion. But fixed one, you can just have a bit of, like, if the market hits this, then I'm definitely out. So it's a bit better. But I like dynamic more. Sometimes, depending on the structure, I'll change around where I want to get in and out. Have I bought my dream car? Bro, my dream is not to drive. That's my dream. I'm gonna get a driver. That's my dream. Like everyone has a dream of, like, I don't know, crazy Lamborghinis. My dream is to just have a driver. I might actually get one though. I've been thinking about that. Bro, scale to a max. True. If trading is a mirror, what did it reveal about you that it's fixed before becoming profitable? Definitely my ego, you know, like accepting that I'm going to be wrong. Uh, I don't know, what do you consider in terms of enjoyment? Like materialistic stuff, or like stuff within outside of that? It depends on what you consider enjoyment and how you want to live. That's also a big thing. I'm kind of a simple guy, you know. I don't really need a lot. Just give me these charts and that'll be good. How many hours do I spend on a trade? I only trade 9:30 to 10, like 30 minutes. That's pretty much it. I don't spend all day. And if I'm trading the London session, all I'm spending is from, so this was my long today, 3 a.m. all the way to 3:30. So I was done in 30 minutes again. That's like literally all my trading. 30 minutes to an hour usually is what I'm looking for to be in and out the market. How am I so calm? Mainly because I'm probably not in the need to trade every day. I can miss like a week of trading and it wouldn't really matter too much to me. But I know a lot of people want to trade every day, like get their challenge accounts passed. So it's like different situations, you know? So for me, I have enough funded to keep me going. I have enough capital to keep me going. So it's like different kind of approaches. Maybe that's what plays a big part for me. But I also did like any money that I did make, I reinvested it to build long term. So if I ever lost any funded accounts, I would have funded accounts backed up. So if I lost them, I have a funded. So I'm always getting paid somewhat over and over again. What time do you love to trade and why? Just the open, the first 30 minutes. That's really why I like to trade. Okay, finally we're pushing higher. Let's see if NQ can take this high out. Get the high and then we can look for a little downside. Is there something you look at to make you get in a trade? Yeah, mainly just my range. This, once we change delivery, closing above this gap was good enough for me to buy. Nobody's closed within. Nice run back to this high. That's literally all that I took today. Or this week so far. I kind of want shorts today though. Maybe it will give me the high run and then the drop off. What can I do if I want to be a prop firm streamer? Just start, bro. Just start your own prop firm and just start streaming. That'll be like the best way. Is there any SMT confirmations for NQ? That's what I was looking at right now. ES run this high. NQ still hasn't. It's remaining a bit heavy, like right now. Taking this high out. The confirmation for me would be closing below this gap. And then it should take out this low though, in my opinion. 25042 was ES. Dow might be a bit better. I think Dow will rally off of the open, then eventually take out this low. That's what I'd have to say with these guys. What if it goes straight to the high, this high? Then I'll just wait for a bit of structure. Because these are all holding liquidity, they're failure swings. I'll wait for something like this. And then just sell that. That's kind of the most ideal for me today. But I want these lows to be gone. I hope we don't consolidate. Is it easy to start a prop firm? I don't think so. This looks too clean to be left. I know. Let me see the regular trade nose gap. Just had the open. Yeah, we have a gap. I mean, like minimum retracements 25059 should be enough. I think it has another run just to poke above and then a drop off. Let's see, it gets those highs. ES is taking them. ES, I'd want to see it close below this gap though. What chart am I on? I'm on S&P 500. Like if you look to the left, it will say the market I'm looking at. Your entry on the M5, yeah. It looks like ES might be the weakest of them. Like these lows just look too clean on ES to be gone, to be left. That's what I hold today. Oh, no way. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned to you guys that Dow will definitely just take this low out. Just took it to the tick. NQ is trading above this high though, so we'll see if it gives the retracement off of it. FOMC minutes, I think is tentative today, right? Not much is gonna come from it. That's what I've seen. But these markets are all over the place, mainly because there's no data. Dow's had 100% win rate. I know, bro. So clean. I think it's gonna get those lows so quick. I think Dow's gonna be the one that takes all of these lows out if NQ doesn't sort itself out. Oh, it's not tentative? Oh, interesting. No, I'll have to see. FOMC minutes usually doesn't affect the markets too much, but again, the markets have had no data or news release, so it might affect it this time around. But yeah, this down candle on Dow, it's kind of why I wanted on NQ. We'll see, but for my model, I can't buy this market. Even if it pushes higher, I just simply can't buy. So I'll look for some sort of opportunity if it gives me to sell. But right now, there's nothing though. Entry level? There's no entry right now, bro. Maybe on ES if it's staying a bit weak. ES is the one that's staying weaker though. ES might be the one that delivers it to these lows. We can watch ES instead. See if we can get to these lows instead of NQ. I want to see it close below this gap though. Alright, let's see. Now, ES should drop. NQ is pushing in the opposing direction, but I'm going to watch ES. ES should take these lows. It's definitely going to be the better market. Come on, ES. Push it. Yo, how you doing, bro? No way. This huge sell-off, that's why I wanted on NQ, but he has different plans. I think ES is going to be better, though. I think we should sell off on ES and get these lows. Looks like the much better market. NQ's not playing to... What is gaps? I was speaking about this fair value gap right here. Ready trades today? Yeah, if you're looking for downside on ES, I like these lows to get taken. I was originally watching NQ, but NQ looks horrible. Look at this M5 candle on Dow. But we should get these lows on ES as I'm looking at. Oh, a few people actually took Dow today. But I mean, ES should drop. Alright, ES is nearly there. Give me one last push below this low. The bonus areas is down here. Push it, push it, push it. Kill it. No, I'm putting a restraining order against NQ. That market horrible. ES better not go into one of its classic chops. I'm watching the amazing live stream. Let's see, push down ES. ES should clear this low. The main thing that's holding it back is NQ, but Dow is in the gutter. ES should go though. I want to see that market drop off. Alright, ES is nearly there. Look at NQ though. It's crazy. I want to see it blow through this low. Dow believers. Bro, did you get in on Dow? We were speaking to it yesterday. Did you see it? Just one candle. That thing's crazy. Uh, Honestly, I would have entered that ES if it was up here. I think right now, if you guys are in a short or anything on ES, I want to see it remain heavy. This is the first kind of low that I want to see get taken. 3765. So crazy from Dow. I mean, yeah, that's just Dow doing Dow things. It did deliver my model though pretty nicely. Runs the high, drops on to the low, just did it way too quick. And NQ's doing the completely opposite thing. Let's see. Let me see if anything else looks good. Should we analyze gold? I'm pretty sure this market delivered. Oh, I want to see gold run this low out actually. If gold runs this low, it will have my attention to a run back above this high. So this wick right now, we should close below 50%. If we stay below 50%, this market should drop. NQ's pretty strong right here. But ES should drop off. Take out these lows. Do you wait for a retest to enter? Usually I'm looking for something from these up close candles, but this looks like it's just going to deliver in a few candles today. Will it take the low liquidity? Yeah, I'm hoping so. That's what I want to see on ES. I'm not watching NQ right now though. It's doing the completely opposite thing to both ES and US 30. It will play catch up eventually, but I think ES is the best one to short down to this low. As it's looking like. You know this market like you drive it. Yeah, I have been viewing the markets from this lens for quite some time. ES is nearly into the low. NQ I don't still care for, but if you guys are on ES, want to see it blow through this low that it's left off. It's mainly NQ that's keeping it pretty strong. Gold, let me know if gold runs that low. If gold runs that low, then it'll have my attention. I'll be all ears, but until it does that, I'm gonna leave that alone. You guys should like the stream. I gotta agree. If gold takes that low, I'll look for something from there, yeah, because it's so bullish. I'd rather be buying it than selling it. It's my ideal scenarios. Alright, we got a minute until this candle. ES is nearly taking out this low. Hopefully it takes out the low pretty soon. Dow's still pretty weak though. As long as Dow stays weak, I mean, ES is playing with that right now. We take out this low, this next target's around 27.6. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got the low. Very nice. So if you guys took those ES shorts, there's a decent area to take profit. I think the next area should be down to this low, 6759. The ideal for ES. NQ, I want to see it start to sell off. If NQ starts to sell off, will push the ES market even lower. High limit on YM. I'd rather been selling it down, to be honest. That would have been my ideal. But you guys can see my model played out again, right? So this was London, pretty much the exact same thing, but reversed. Just no entry on it, to be honest. For me. But played out nicely. Took the high, and then we got the low. Do I consider candle closures? Yeah. So like once it ran this low, I want to see it continue expanding lower. So if it wants to go lower, I want to see a body close below 50% of this wick. So wicks play a pretty key role for me because that's the only bullish thing left in this market right here. So let's see. But I can't believe NQ is this strong off the open today. It's got to be a stock keeping it up. I think it's got to be. Nvidia looks pretty strong today. Yeah, it's looking like Nvidia. If Nvidia loses some of its strength, then definitely NQ should drop off. But Nvidia's still not losing any strength. What's my view on oil? I've not checked oil in a while, so we could take a look at it. Honestly, oil looks pretty bearish to me. It's just a horrible market to trade because it's stuck within all of these weekly candles, but these lows should go on oil if I had to watch it. But looking at ES, runs the low of the range, takes out the high. We can only look to short to the low. I want to see what it does now. See how this gap holds up, if it's closing above or not. Silver is following gold. Yeah, they're correlated markets. So let's see how it does. I didn't look at, trading silver intraday is pretty slow. Oh, gold's nearly into the low too. I want to see it get that low, and then I'll try and look for a bit of upside. Though I'm watching ES here, see what it does, if it holds this gap or not. If I want to short this market, I don't want to see any bodies close within this gap, but ideally we should have looked for that when it took out this low, as it was taking out the low. But that was the first target on this market. Still waiting for a proper setup. Lucky that run on ES wasn't the worst on it. Usually I'm just looking to enter from this. Like this was my long today. Shifts delivery, runs the low, and then I'm just looking for that pretty much and a run back higher. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. ES, kind of same thing. Runs the high, shifts delivery, but it just drops off right as quick as me. 25,244. Yeah, this market is way too strong. What is a weekly looking like? Tuesday low of the week potentials. Could have the potential of it. Do I have any signal groups? No, I don't. I don't. Do you still want the downside, right, bro? We're not gonna. You were not gonna give up. What about Discord? Yeah, I have a free Discord. All right, yes, close above that gap. This market just looks pretty choppy to me now. How much am I funded? I don't really know, to be honest. I have accounts everywhere. I'd have to check. I just recycle accounts. All right, we've got 10 minutes until 10 a.m. ES is still looking somewhat heavy, but the way it's trading right now looks pretty bad. This is a rejection block. 50% of that should be holding it up if you wanted to trade lower. Yeah, today is choppy. I mean, every single open of the indices has been pretty choppy lately. as well. But the wick's holding up. This down close candle, we have to get through it though if it wants to trade lower. This is 820, so you can see how sensitive it is. It's mainly for the bond market opening price. Touching it right to the tick. I'm hoping these indexes don't just consolidate all over again today. I'm looking this opportunity. Just surprised. Surprised at what? ES should take the high. I kind of just want to see ES dump. But I might do it in the worst way possible. Over here, how's this trading? And this down close candle. I want to see it get below this. No worries. I want to see NQ. Am I playing to long? Low key, I just want to see ES lower. With my model, all I could have done was sell it because it takes out the high here. And I'm just looking for the low as the target. So my model's already been completed and it provided a setup. So, but now I'm just tape reading this lower. I kind of want to see this low go. If it was up to me. I don't think, yeah, Dow's still pretty weak. I want to see Dow just take on this low, take it out. ES is trading with NQ though. So if NQ stays strong, I doubt ES will want to play with Dow at the moment. We have what? If I look at the hourly, we have this gap. If NQ trades into this gap around 50% or I don't know, 50 level would be decent for that downside. ES looks weak though. It should create an SMT of how it's looking. Just like looks the worst in how it wants to deliver. Market seems interesting today. Market's been like this every day. Just a little chop on both sides. New all-time high possible. I would want to see how NQ closes. If it closes above this 4-hour gap, then definitely we should get a run back higher. But it's looking way too strong. Ripping off at the open. I would want to see it though, keep an SMT with either ES or Dow. We have the SMT like right now being made. Alright, same kind of process here on ES. But I want to see it close below 50%. Close below 50% should be enough to NQ no new all-time highs. Oh yeah, of course you don't want that, bro. How do I identify the SMT? Mainly just looking at the time. And ES traded above this high and time NQ did. NQ is just pushing. ES doesn't want to push. If this market is really bullish, ES would have been pumping with it. Maybe ES will catch up. But Dow is trading in the complete opposite direction. So one of these guys are lying. I have a feeling it's NQ. how to choose the best one. Mainly the one that's actually moving in the direction you want it to. Have I been to Bali? No. I heard that's the Trader Expo though. That's like where every trader goes to. Never been there. Right, we got 2 more minutes until the new 4-hour candle. This looks so boring. I mean, NQ is pushing at least, but I don't think anyone got an entry on that. We'll have to see if ES does eventually push off with it. And what happened to Dubai? That's well, I don't know. I don't live in Dubai. That's another Trader Expo though. So every trader goes to. So the main reason why I'm watching ES today is it's because it's not trading ridiculously like NQ. Still trading pretty ridiculous, stay in range, but not as bad as NQ. Want to see what Dow does running this low. I might hop on, look at these markets a bit later on in the day. So I did want something out of New York, if it does give me the downside. That's what I would want. Break and retest. Yeah, low-key. Break and retest traders are winning. But me personally, I don't trade like that. Whatever my model gives, I'll trust that. Some days I'll lose, some days I'll miss moves. But over time, I'll always come out on top. Well, yeah, we got a minute until 10. We'll do the winners for the giveaway. So today, we're going to have to do ES. So, like, comment the word ES and I will pick the winners. So all you got to do is comment the word ES. Okay, now my chat just froze. Okay. So first one is Big Smoke Raider. And then we'll do bro comments in YM. And Endless E9. So those are the winners of the giveaway. Matt's going live today, so you guys will have another chance to try and win if you didn't already. But quick rundown of today, very boring day on the indices. We'll see what 10 a.m. brings on these markets. And if you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, and I'll speak to all of you on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day.